So what are some of the top energy or the oil and gas plays in the Singapore market that can lead the recovery or that we can see more upside as we head into 2023? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier here, trader in Philip Securities, and in this video we're covering just like three energy stocks or three oil and gas stocks that's pretty much in play in the Singapore market. I've talked about these stocks in my video just about a month back. We talked about the oil and gas sector as well, and I was going to share with you these three stocks because I feel that there could potentially be a bit more upside, alright, and there were some targets that were drawn, and it seems like we are kind of like following through and heading towards those targets. So you could still be in time, alright, to kind of catch the upside, or maybe wait for a bit of a retracements to enter to ride the upward momentum in 2023 as well. Alright, so what are these three stocks? In this video we'll cover. So these are pretty much all the stocks that is in the Singapore oil and gas sector, or we call it the energy sector as well. We have like Bumi Tama, Geo Energy was pretty good, but some of them have seen a bit of selling, some of them have turned a bit into a downtrend, so I'll not talk about it. I'll focus on the stronger ones that you can put in your watch list as well for 2023. Alright, so we have like Golden Energy, Keppel Corp, Rex, RH Petrogas were doing well, but they kind of like fallen down. Alright, I'm not really doing that well, falling into what we call a bit of a downtrend. Alright, so probably not want to talk about that. We have a Sembcorp Marine as well. So what are three stocks that you want to watch in this list right over here? What are three stocks? So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. I'm going to share with you just three stocks that you can potentially put in your watch list for more upside. Let's go. So the first stock I share with you in this Singapore oil and gas sector that you can put in your watch list for potentially more upside would be this company called Sembcorp Marine. Alright, Sembcorp Marine right here trading at about 0.145 right now. So just about a week back, a note was sent out to my clients in Philip Securities as well. So we have these WhatsApp broadcasts whereby you can like share certain ideas. There'll be a little chart, some upside targets were drawn, a little description by myself. And let's take a look at what was sent out. Let me just go to pull out this chart right here. See what this was like about a week back right here, and we will come like consolidating just above that 0.13013 cents support level for about 1-2 weeks, a couple of rebounds, a couple of touches, and buyers started to come back from this 0.130 level. So there was some upside targets that were drawn then, right, all the way up to maybe about 0.140 first, and then to 0.150 to the 15 cents, right, 15 cents, which would be about like 14 to 15% upside, as you can see right over here. So that was like about a week back, and you can see that the uptrend was pretty strong. All right, we had this upward sloping 20 days moving average line still moving up, prices above it, so there could be a potential rebound from this 13 cents support level, right? So let's take a look at where we are right now, what has happened, and if our upside targets has been hit, or if it could potentially revise our targets even higher. Okay, so this is Sembcorp Marine Live. I'm trading about 0.145 as I've showed you just now, and it seems like we have broken, all right, this 14 cents resistance level. So we're pretty much consolidating for like about 2 weeks plus, from 13 cents to 14 cents, like a 10 cents range, up, down, up, down. And I mentioned just last week we were around here whereby we saw a couple of supports, a couple of rebounds from that 13 cents level, and the uptrend was still pretty much intact with this green line. Alright, as I mentioned, the 20 days moving average then was still moving up, prices kind of like touching it, and it provides what we call a bit of a dynamic support level. So yeah, true enough, we managed to rebound, alright, from this 13 cents. Luckily, I managed to rebound from it, and it seems like today we have breached this 14 cents resistance level. So there could potentially be more upside, and let me just go to reiterate the upside targets again. Alright, it was kind of like drawn to about 15 cents, all right here, but I think right now the fact that we have gone above that 14 cents, that would like be the new support level. So let me go ahead to revise the targets a little bit higher. I think that would now be a support. So let me just change this 14 cents from red to green in color. So as long as we stay above that 14 cents, the new higher support level, we might still see more upside in the short term. We might push towards that 15 to maybe 16 cents, maybe a bit of profit taking. So let me just draw it for you right here. So we might see a bit of a profit taking right here as it push up. Okay, let me just go particular, right. So you might push up a little bit, come back down, consolidate, and eventually, we might break that 16 cents or 15 cents to hit even higher, whereby the uptrend can continue to the next higher phase. Alright, so this is Sembcorp Marine, one of the stocks that we like. I mean, it's been on our watch list for quite a while now, and of course we did manage to break this 13 cents level. So this 13 cents I mentioned previously in my video as well, it was a really key level. All right, 13 cents, 12 cents, we were pretty much consolidating below for most part of the year since like May. So when we broke this, like 12 cents and even 13 cents gave way, and we managed to hold above that higher support level and consolidate above it, that's a good sign of strength. That's where we can see the uptrend slowly take shape, and this is what's happening right now. We are consolidating for like 2 weeks. Now we are pushing higher. We might consolidate another 2 or 3 weeks, and then we might try to attempt to push even higher again. Alright, so let's take a look at what it says on my 1GT system. So I have a system called 1GT, one good trend, whereby we had some bearish and maybe bullish signals that came out. So let's take a look at what it says, if there are any bullish signals that have came out recently. Right, so this is Corp Marine on my 1GT system, one good trend in short, whereby we had a couple of bullish and even bearish signals over the past 8 months to 10 months, alright, and kind of like guided us on entry and also exit. So you're gonna find out more on this system. I'm not talking too much about it, but you're gonna find out a bit more on this system, how to have access to it, and maybe the whole entire framework behind the system. You can attend one of those free webcasts that we're still running. I'll probably put the link around this video as well. Alright, so this is Corp Marine. Let's take a look at it, right? And you can see since March, I mean, there was a little good bullish signal. This like green arrow pointing up. It's a bullish entry signal. It went up from like about 8 or 9 cents to about like 12 cents, a bit of profit taking, and then came back down, another bullish signal, and a few new bearish. Look at this red arrow down, not so good. That's where we can see selling pressure, started to sell down, another bullish signal went up, came back down. Let's just zoom into where we are, right? So I think right over here, I think somewhere around 5th of October, somewhere around 5th of October, we got this really good bullish entry signal, green arrow pointing up, and of course the trend bar at the bottom is still green in color, a bit of a darker green, whereby it can point towards more upside momentum. And then yeah, we got this bullish signal, started to push up from like about 115 all the way to about 135, got an exit. So this like exit consolidated, as I mentioned, and as I mentioned, right, we're pretty much holding above that 13 cent support. So it seems like over the past few days we managed to catch another new bullish entry signal right here, green arrow pointing up, something like what we saw over here on the 5th of October. Now on the 25th of November right here, right, we got this new bullish entry signal. So it seems like, yeah, we have kind of like headed higher. We have broke that 14 cents. We're like 0.145 right now. So we see if we can hit even higher. So as long as we stay above that 14 cents, I think this bullish signal can still continue to play out. We might hit to 15, 16, 17 cents. I don't know when, but we push to a certain level and we see this little exit, this white arrow down is an exit from this entry signal. Then it can also guide us to get out, to take some profit. That's where some selling or some profit taking can actually come back again. Alright, so that's the first stock I share with you, and let's move on to the second oil and gas stock that you can also put in your watch list for potentially more upside, and that would be this stock right over here called Corp. Right, Corp, I think most of you would know about this stock, trading about 7.58 right now. So I kind of like talk about this stock about a month back. I did a video on the SG, Singapore oil and gas sector as well, and Corp was obviously one of them. Kind of like there were some upside targets that were drawn. Alright, so let's take a look at it right now for Corp. Yeah, this is Corp trading about 7.58, 7.59. So just about a month back, as I mentioned, we covered this in a video and we kind of broke this $7. Let me just draw it for you. $7 resistance level. There were some upside targets that were drawn all the way to about that $7.50 level. Alright, so you can check out the video on YouTube. Alright, the upside targets were drawn to about $7.50. So we've kind of like headed up slowly, gradually in the past 2-3 weeks, gradually heading towards this resistance at $7.50. So why $7.50? So I mentioned $7.50 was like a resistance level because somewhere around like September we kind of like touched it for like about a week, and then we kind of sold off, went back to the support around $6.50. Somewhere around here we are seeing support, and we managed to rebound back above $7, and that's where upside targets were drawn back to that same $7.50 resistance level right over here. Right, so let me just quickly see and shift this out of the way. Alright, so you can see that over the past 1 to 2 or 3 days, right, we have managed to break this $7.50 level. In fact, now we are like $7.58, right, which is above that $7.50 level, right? So that's a good sign. That's a good sign of strength. That's a good sign of this stock trying to attempt to find higher highs, right? Trying to find a new high. I mean, compared to what we did in September, it was like we touched and came back down, but now we are actually attempting to find a new high. So that's a good sign, right? So I think that if you can stay above this $7.50, so let me just go to change this 750 to like a new support level right here. And if you can hold above this 750 level, I think upside targets can be revised higher finally as we break out of this consolidation below 750, right? So as I mentioned, since like September, for 3 months plus, we have been trading, below 750, but now with prices holding above it, it could be a good sign of more strength, or it could be a good sign of the uptrend accelerating, right, to a next higher phase towards the $8, and then we might see a bit of a consolidation again as it push up, maybe consolidate a while, still holding above 750 and eventually breaking that $8, all right, to push to a new higher phase. So that's what we call a healthy uptrend. We want to see some consolidation, maybe a bit of a pullback, a bit of retracement, which is fine, all right, as long as a good support that's holding well. I mean, it's higher support that's holding well, that still holds, that is still fine, that is a healthy uptrend, and that's what we'll see as a counter moves into the uptrend phase. So let's take a look at the 1GT system, all right, for Keppel Corp to see if there were any bullish signals that came out recently. Right? So I'll not go too far, but I think somewhere at the beginning of the year, somewhere in January, we got this really good bullish signal, about $4.80, and started to push up to about $5.70, and a couple of new bullish entry signals as it move up. I think the uptrend was intact. A couple of sell down. We got a bearish signal, sold off, bearish signal, sold off along the way. All right, and this is pretty much where we are right now. I think we had this new bullish entry signals right here. I think as we broke that $7 psychological level, as well as mentioned, we got this new bullish signal right here, started to consolidate, and we went up, and this is pretty much where we are right now. So yeah, so far this bullish entry signal that we got on the 2nd of November, it seems like there are still no exits, and yeah, we are actually attempting to break above 750, or maybe if 760 were to give way as well, that is where I think this bullish entry signal can continue to play out, maybe all the way to $8, and then we might see an exit, which can kind of guide us to lock in some profits, take some profit as well. I think that's perfectly fine, like what we saw over here. This is like an exit signal. This is an exit signal whereby after pushing up by quite a bit, if we see an exit signal, it can guide us to also take some profit and take some money off the table as well. So let's see how Keppel Corp will play out in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Right, so we have covered like 2 stocks already. The first one was Sembcorp Marine, and then we talked about Keppel Corp. So what is that third stock I'd like to share with you? Can anyone make a guess, right? Out of these stocks right up here, what would be that third stock that you can potentially put in your watch list for more upside? So let me just give it to you, all right? The third stock would be this stock right here called Golden Agri Resource. I know you guys might be asking, like, it's like the only, probably the 2 of them are in red. We are like down 1.7%, the rest are in green. So why am I choosing this stock? Well, I'm not saying that you should buy now, all right? What happens is I really want to put it in your watch list because there could potentially be a bit more upside if we do see some bullish price actions coming back. It's kind of like hitting to a certain level, but we still have not completely broken that level yet. We want to wait for a bit more bullish action to come back before actually potentially taking an entry. All right, so that would be for Golden Agri Resource, trading about 0.285. So let me just jump back right into the chart for the Golden Agri to see what you can potentially do with it. So this is Golden Agri Resource trading about 0.285, 0.29. You see, since last year, 2021, we have been forming what we call higher lows. We can draw this upward sloping channel support line connecting what we call the lows, right? And it's been forming higher lows. Look at this right here, it touched higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and we kind of like headed back to this channel support and kind of rebounded from it. So that's a sign of strength in terms of the uptrend gradually forming. All right, we are in what we call a very gentle uptrend, not a very aggressive or firm one that pushes up every day or consolidate and push higher, all right, but a very gentle uptrend. We did see a bit of selling in the short term, some profit taking. It kind of came back down to some of those good strong support level that we're seeing, right, about 0.24, 0.25. I think that would now be the support level whereby we have been consolidating since the beginning of the year, right? But what about this key level that we watch, right? I think this level would be none other than the 30 cents level. I think that is a key psychological resistance level that we have been trading below since like 5-6 months now. All right, kind of like touch, came back down. You can see right over here, we neared it, came back down. Same thing about a month back, we touched, came back down. So a couple of touches and we just couldn't get above that 30 cent psychological resistance level. So that's a very key resistance level, right? So there's quite a lot of sellers over there. You can check out the market depth. And I think that if we can, I mean, not saying now, or because now it's still below it, I'm not too sure exactly when we can break this level, whether is it next week, next week, or next month, or next 2 months, nobody knows. But if we can actually break this level, right, we see quite a good close above it, pretty strong volume, pretty good price action, candlestick coming back, that could all point to the reversal actually happening all the way back up to maybe that 35 to 36 cents, maybe about 15 to 20% upside. That could actually happen, the fact that we are in an uptrend, right? But as I say, right now we are still below it. So yeah, probably you can wait for kind of like a more firm actions coming back before taking an entry, because right now if you buy, you're just kind of like, below it still, so nobody really knows when it happened. But if you buy now and it does break, then good for you. All right, that's where you can write the upside. Your profits will be more if you actually buy below, but normally we want to wait for more confirmation first, right, before timing our entry to catch this reversal. Alright, so this is golden Agri right here, one of those potential trades that you can put in your watch list. For more upside, watch the 30 cents level. We have set out alerts. Let's see what happens, alright, and if it can happen soon, that'll be a good thing. So yes, that's it guys. I've covered just 3 stocks that you can put in your watch list for more upside, or maybe for the uptrend to continue further in 2023. And these are the 3 stocks again. The first one is Corp Marine, I talked about it. We have Capital Corp, the second stock, and the third stock, golden Agri resource, that you probably want to wait to see a bit more bullish actions coming back before taking any entry, right? So just these 3 stocks which you can put in your watch list, alright. Of course, there are many other stocks, but I think these are pretty much the 3 stocks that are in play right now. We have sent out a note to clients of mine in Philip Securities. So if you're one of those who are not yet a client of mine in Philip Securities, I have no idea why, but you definitely want to come on board, because that's where we do share some ideas on a daily basis by WhatsApp. Alright, there'll be a little description, a little chart, there'll be some upside targets that will be drawn, and that's where you can also watch these stocks much faster. I mean, it takes quite a while to kind of like plan or produce or edit a video, alright, but if you're a client of mine in Philip Securities, that's where you get ideas like this much faster, pretty much live, as we kind of like prepare a message to be broadcast out by WhatsApp. So kind of like click on the link below to find out more how you can become a client of mine in Philip Securities if you're not yet one, alright, and there's no additional charge or anything you need pay more, alright, it's pretty much the same as whatever you're paying when you're trading, alright, so it's pretty much the same commission and all that, the same, you do not pay anything more. So go ahead and click on the link to find out more how you can come on board as a client and get some of these ideas, especially if you are kind of like trading alone on your own on an online platform. No ideas, no training, no WhatsApp, no broker, nobody contacting you, no idea who the person is. It's a hotline, you have to wait like 5-10 minutes. Click on the link to get started, right? So Joey here, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to speak with you more, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Take care.